സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നത് ന്യൂ ഗോൾസ് ഇൻ അക്കാഡമിക് ഇയർ എന്ന സബ്ജക്റ്റിൽ ഫോക്കസ് അൽഖോബാർ ചാപ്റ്റർ സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്ന പരിപാടിയിലാണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഈ പരിപാടിയിലോട്ട് സഹർഷം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. ഈ പരിപാടിയെ പറ്റി പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, ഒരു വിദ്യാർത്ഥി എങ്ങനെ അയാളുടെ ഗോൾ അച്ചീവ് ചെയ്യാമെന്നും എങ്ങനെ പഠിക്കാമെന്നുള്ളതിനെ പറ്റിയും, പഠിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് അവർ ടൈം എങ്ങനെ മാനേജ് ചെയ്യാം എന്നുള്ള പറ്റിയും, സ്ട്രെസ്, എക്സാം എങ്ങനെ കോൺഫിഡൻസ് ആയിട്ട് എഴുതാം എന്നുള്ള പറ്റി ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു വിശകലനം നമുക്ക് നൽകാൻ വേണ്ടി റഹിമ ടീച്ചർ റെഡി ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ടീച്ചറെ പറ്റി പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് 35 years ഓഫ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ്. ഇത് പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഏറ്റവും സൂട്ടബിൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കാൻഡിഡേറ്റിനെയാണ് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. നമുക്ക് ടീച്ചറെ ഈ പരിപാടിയിലോട്ട് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യാം. അതിലുപരി എല്ലാവരെയും ഈ പരിപാടിയിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്ത് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ സ്വാഗത പ്രസംഗം ഇവിടെ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുകയാണ്. അടുത്ത സെഷൻ ഹാൻഡിൽ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി റിയാസ് ബഷീറിനെ ക്ഷണിച്ചുകൊള്ളുന്നു. അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും വറഹ്മത്തുള്ളാഹി വബറകാതുഹു.
വലൈക്കും അസ്സലാം.
വലൈക്കും അസ്സലാം. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇന്നത്തെ മീറ്റിംഗ് ഒരു ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഫോർമാറ്റിലാണ് നടത്താൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാനിപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ സ്പീച്ച് ഒരു ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് രീതിയിൽ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത് റഹ്മ ടീച്ചറും ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഫോർമാറ്റിൽ കൊണ്ട് പോകാനുള്ള പ്ലാനിലാണ്. അതിൽ മലയാളത്തിലാക്കണോ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലാക്കണോ എന്ന് നമ്മളിപ്പം എടുക്കേണ്ടതായിട്ടൊരു ആവശ്യമുണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നില്ല. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഓക്കെ ആണെന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. Okay. So good evening, everybody. I hope you are all doing well and are as excited as I am for today's session. I am Riyaz Basheer, and on behalf of Focus International Khobar Chapter, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Today, we have the distinct honor and privilege of having with us Rehma Teacher, a highly respected and accomplished educator. As many of you know, Rehma Teacher has dedicated more than 35 years of her life to teaching senior secondary physics, inspiring countless students along the way. Her remarkable journey includes over 2 decades of teaching in International Indian School, Riyadh, and several years in various government schools in Kerala. Her commitment to education and her student success has been recognized at the highest levels. In a world full of distractions, where students often find it challenging to focus on their studies, we felt a deep responsibility to provide guidance and a clear pathway to face the academic years and exams. This is why we chose this topic and invited Rehma Teacher to share her valuable insights. Her extensive experience and dedication to education make her the perfect person to help our students navigate these challenges. Today, Rehma Teacher will be sharing her invaluable insights on preparing for senior secondary academic year. This session will cover effective study habits, time and stress management techniques, strategies for excelling in exams, and much more. We are truly fortunate to have Rehma Teacher with us, and I am confident that her wisdom and experience will greatly benefit each one of us. Before we begin, I would like to share a bit about Focus International. We are an organization of youth from various professional backgrounds who come together to spend their time and effort for the benefit of community. We conduct various events and gatherings focused on family, career, development, leadership, and student support. Our aim is to create a positive impact and provide valuable opportunities for personal and professional growth. On a personal note, Rehma Teacher is also my mother. She has been a constant source of inspiration and hope when I faced difficult times in my life and career. Her relentless nature and constant thirst to face challenges amaze me even today. Even in retirement, she continues to learn new challenges and subjects and technologies. Recently, she received training and certification in Python and Java. With her limited computer skills, she pushed herself, moved boundaries, and aced the training programs, inspiring the trainers and her strong will. She loves to help students who need support and guidance. Without further ado, please join me to welcoming the esteemed Rehma Teacher. Rehma Teacher, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Riyaz. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this session, which is conducted by Focus International Khobar Chapter. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our admin manager, Nashad, our operation manager, Shenil, and our division director, Riyaz Basheer, for organizing this event. Riyaz is my son, and I am proud of his dedication and leadership. I thank Khobar Chapter once again providing me this platform. Let us make this session productive and insightful. I am very happy to see you all now. Let us start the session. Okay, now our session is regarding new goals in this new academic year. So every academic year, there will be changes for you. For the students, there will be changes. So how can you achieve the goals in this year? And how can you study effectively? How do you manage the time wisely and handle the stress positively, so that your result facing the exam, you can have confidence in it? That we are dealing here today. So you can just listen, and any doubt, everything is there, you can just ask me also. So about me, I am a retired senior secondary, already they mentioned me, senior secondary teacher with 35 years of experience. Around 2 decades, I taught in International Indian School, Riyadh, and remaining years in various government sector schools in Kerala. Currently, I continue to teach and assist students in physics, including providing entrance coaching for those who need help. That's about me. Then now what we discuss means what is a goal. So you already know that, many of them know goals, and we are making preparation, making something, and we say that it is a goal. So actually it is not a goal. A goal means it is a specific and measurable objective. It has some direction and focus also in it. You can make a long-term goal also, short-term also. Like that, imagine that you wanted to become anything like doctor, pilot, or whatever you like. So that is your a long-term goal. But for the exam study, like your next class test or term exam, that is your short-term goal. Okay, we can make goals according to your academic level. That only I will discuss now, okay? Then this help you to organize time and resources. When you are making goals, your time you can take yourself. That is the important part in making goal. Let us go to the next part. Then we know that goals we should prepare. So what is the effective way to set a goal? For that, you should use the SMART point. That means nowadays, in this generation, that means in this world, everything you need is smart. Smart work is needed, not the hard work. Hard work will help you sometime, but more than hard work, we need smart work. So you go through specific part. That means smart part for preparing goals also. Imagine when you are setting a goal, your goal should be a specific part. That means that thought you have to prioritize for that specific part, which you prioritize. Like I will tell you, you have exam in all subject. And one exam, my subject is actually physics. So I'm saying that the physics exam is nearby. So you have to prioritize for that. That is important for you. So set goals for that exam in your subject physics. Next, you have to prepare, set goals which you can measure. You can have many type, okay, goals are there, but you should, many thoughts also will come, but that target should be measurable. The another thing you should remember that you can attain it. Okay, you can easily get it. Next point is you should be realistic or relevant. That means irrelevant things many are making that will not help you in your studies or okay when you are setting the goal. Next one, very important one is it should be time bound. That means just simply you will say that I can study one chapter for 2 weeks. It is irrelevant. It is not time bound. You have to fix that. From June 1st to June 10, I will complete this chapter or I will study this point like that. That is the way, that is the meaning of time bound. Okay, next, let us go to the next part. I will give an example how to set smart goals in your daily studies and also in your, that means in your academic level. So the point I mentioned there, it is first one, prioritize. Example, you take you want to study physics for the class test. And imagine that it is after 10 days, next week like that. That is your prioritization. Then specification is that you are going to study the first chapter, electric charges and fields in physics. That is in the 12th standard chapter part, it is first chapter. And next, that also you have to cover all section you need. That is also specific to you. I give my subject in physics only, but any subject it is like that. Then next year specific part is, you have to score 90% mark. That you have to write down. That means what is your point, specification in this goal, you have to write down. I want to study, okay, this chapter, electric fields and charges. Next point is this, I have to get 90, above 90, I have to achieve 90% of marks in the exam. Okay, that is a specification. Then this part, this electric charges, you have to make it into, I mean, we already know that chapter itself have 15 sections. If nothing, if some parts in some studies, you didn't have a section. So you make it into sections. So now 15 sections are these electric charge. That is your target. So that target is the 15 sections. How you study? You can study anyway, I'm just giving an example. 2 sections make it each day. So that for the next 7 or 8 day, you can complete it. That is the targets we are aiming for it, that goal. The next point is about the timeline, okay, time bound. Okay, from day 1 to 7, you are learning 2 sections per day. That should be specific. That part you have to write down clearly, 1 hour daily after school, or you as you wish. Okay, that's just this. I mentioned this as an example. After school, from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Like that, you have to point out very clearly. Just simply writing, I will study 1 hour like this. It is not possible to get a good goal. Okay, you cannot. That will be diluted one. So you have to make a strong one. For that, you have to write like that. And the day 8th part, you can learn 1 more section and some problem solving parts also in physics and all. We are having many numerical problems. The textbook backside you can see that you can solve. That is a way you have to set a smart goal. That is very important. Just simply irrelevantly don't write anything in your part. That specifically do the points. Okay, that is the part for example for it. Then next point is the very important part in your life. Okay, this part you can utilize in your life also, in studies also. That practices make that good habit. That means when you prepare a goal, you have to be consistent in that. Anything you are making that your thought, you are prioritizing, that you have to be consistent. Consistent means say every time, that means regularly you have to dedicate time for it and effort also. Okay, nothing we get, any success you need it, you have to pay the price for it. That is your dedication. That is the price there. Then next point is you should persist in it. Okay, we can have many diversions, distractions, everything in our life. So don't be going to that. But the main thing is that don't give up your goal. Okay, when you set a goal, that don't give up. Mainly sometimes you have to cry, you have to scream and all, but that all be there, no problem. Okay, high personalities, they did it well. That means they achieved that goal. Only not give up. Don't give up that goal. That keep in your mind, even it is a long-term goal or a short-term, keep it highly in your mind that this goal, I will never give up. You tell yourself. Next one is, we have many bad habits, especially now in this world, you know that every time we will look the mobile. Sometimes we think that it's 5 minutes, let me just see a reel. But this 5 minutes will go to 5 hours. That is the condition, especially in teenage students. So that habit you have to, okay, make it harder to engage in unproductive behavior. This is an unproductive behavior. I'm not saying that no, looking mobile is a bad thing, but that is, it will affect, that will consume our time. So we have to friction such bad habit. Then again, you make good habits. Okay, that should practice it, because we have to arrange. That means you have to, if you are practicing for anything for 21 days, it will be with you. Okay, you every day practice, don't miss it. Okay, every time. That means simplify your process of practicing this positive habit. That means I'll give an example. Your study materials are organized within the reach, and you can wake up in the morning. Sometimes some of them are waking morning, or late night also we can study. So that practice, okay, wake up early in the morning, or arrange everything in the previous day itself for the school, and that all are very good habits. That habits you make, okay, yourself. Okay, then it will be constantly. If you do, then it will be automatically, it goes like this. The next point is, don't wait for motivation. We have everybody will tell you, motivation make you action, but just opposite is happening. Action will make you motivation. If you are take action even when you don't feel motivated. Sometimes we feel very sorry, okay, even examination is there. So many things. Sometimes you wanted to go somewhere, so okay, we feel very tired. But that time you take action, you go, and again motivate. That time you get that motivation automatically will come to you. Okay, I'm giving you an example for this. Then next point, defeat procrastination. That is the postponing thing. That is the main thing everybody have in their life. That is why they are not achieving anything. That means when you think about study, I will give you an example. For 5 seconds, it will be in your mind. After 5 seconds, you think about, okay, let me study. Let me first arrange all these books and all. Okay, then I want to drink some water, because some subjects like maybe some of them having tough physics, maths and all. So they will just go like this. So if you plan for 1 hour study, you can study only 10 minutes. The whole full time you will be arranging this and that. Okay, that is the meaning. Whenever 5-second thought it will come to mind, that time itself you start studying. Okay, don't do anything else. You don't know how to drink water, start studying. That is the point we have to remember in the mind. Okay, next one is, don't do multitask. Okay, we can do multitask, but whenever you are setting a goal, that means you have a goal, focus on only on one task. Study one subject means only focus. You don't have to look at that time. Your mind will be have many deviations. Okay, then whatever novel when you're reading physics, okay, we are studying physics, you get it, whatever novel you read, and again the picture, okay, like TV, what this cinema and all will come to you. So that time, that all are different things. So you only focus on one task, okay, at a time, then that will improve your vision. But it is very difficult for you, I can say, but it will be difficult for you. But you have to practice. When you make it positivity, all this, that practice will automatically make you into effective. Okay, you understood all these points? Let us go to another one. Okay, and because of the time limit, I'm going a little fast. Okay? Is it okay? Now, this anyway, you have to know what is happening during your studies. What happened to your body and brain and all. Okay, imagine you are going to learn in life also like that. When you study also, you are going to a knowledge or a new concept. That time, your brain is generating new neurons. And that establishes fresh connections in the hippocampus. That hippocampus is same like a RAM in a computer. RAM in a computer means you can feed everything, very easy for you to do. But the main thing is that afterwards, it cannot retain. When you delete it, it will go the same time like that. So it has a short-term memory. So that RAM, you understood that? First, it will go to hippocampus in your brain part. This hippocampus only, whenever most of the students, I know that, okay, they are making their studies only in the hippocampus. They are never able to retain it. So when they go to examination, they will think that, okay, this question I already have studied, but nothing they get it. For that, Next point you have to remember, that is the reactivation of these neurons. These neurons, you should reactivate it. Okay, you can do it by listening again in the class or in a tuition class or something. Okay, some other sources with your friends and all. Then when you are writing exam, like class test, first term, second term and all, for the final exam, we are preparing last, that time, all the time, this is this part is strengthening you. Okay, it will strengthen you so that the stability, the neurons will get stable. They will be very strong in your mind. Then what happened means, whatever you made it strong in this, when we are taking rest or sleeping time, any other time, this part which is going to where that point is mentioned here, neocortex. So it will from hippocampus, it will go to neocortex. So in this neocortex, it is reaching. When you are taking test, the same time it will not reach, but after some time it will reach to a neocortex. That neocortex something is reached that you can retain. That's the main point. Okay. When your registration is better, you are making it clear into your hippocampus RAM, then, and the neurons are very strong. The concept, what you studied with the neurons are very strong, it will reach automatically to neocortex. But even every subject, every knowledge, it is coming to neocortex. So we have to make it as files, like in library and all, you wanted to get a book for physics, you can just search for this. They just arrange, okay, arrange properly. Like that, you have to arrange it. Okay, one more point you have to remember that. The neurons in neurocortex area is further integrated, okay, to existing information and organize for ECS. So when you study physics, you have to say like this, physics, and make the brain part physics to open. So easy to assess it for it. Okay. Next point, when you are studying chemistry or English, anything, you just say simply, okay, looking like this, chemistry. So that part will open for you. So like that, you have to rearrange anything. What you are not only this part subject, I am saying many things in this world. Okay, you can keep knowledge like rearranged and organized in this neocortex. Then you can win. You can succeed. That is the succeeding point in your life. Let us go to the next point. Okay, that is a very important part in your life. When you are buying computer, how much byte you are having? Okay, you search for high byte, like maybe 100 megabytes or gigabytes like that. Okay, but you are human being. We have 2.5 million gigabytes information can be stored. That much storage capacity, but we never use it. Okay, so that our brains are. So you already have seen maybe the cinema, like 3 Idiots. There, one sir is saying to students, your brains are very valuable because they didn't use it. We are buying a computer with a high memory, means it is valuable. Okay, like our brains are also valuable. We never use it. Okay, we never neocortex and all. We never make things. Okay, that's why our brain is valuable. And again, it is rusting. We make our brain to rust it. Okay, rusting means that the iron, there's iron and all. After some time you keep it there, it will rust. You make it good. Okay, you make it better. When you information you gather more, our brain have more power. Not like physical work. The mental power will increase. Okay, that point you should remember for this memorizing things. So what are the main points? First one is you have to have an habit. That is, there are some habits you have to create. That is habit of attention. You know that sometime when you are in classes, teachers tells students, pay attention, pay attention. That time you didn't understand what is the meaning of that. And nobody asked teacher, how do I attend the teacher? What is the meaning of attention? Okay, so you are afraid of asking teachers. So attention is important for you to memorize things. Focus fully on the material, what you are studying, and eliminate any distraction and create a conducive study environment while studying. Next one is your habit of comprehension. That's a very important part. Understand the concept thoroughly, not memorizing the facts. That I will give an example. Like imagine that this chapter, okay, I can just say about, I'm just mentioning about my subject, physics. chapter electric charges and fields, there is a concept we have to study. First, one main part here is starting is Coulomb's law. Coulomb, C-O-U-L-O-M-B, Coulomb's law. It's a scientist name. This is about charges, how the charges are behaving, what are the forces, okay, affecting the charges. So to study that, you just measure Coulomb's law, Q. So Q is the representation for charges. So you just think about Q. So Coulomb's law means Q. Q is for charges, how you remember me. You take the this concept contain two charges, minimum two charges. So you remember that there are two queues. So Q1, Q2 in a palace, two queues. Just you can remember like this, okay, while studying. Two queues are there. Then just remember, if these two queues are together in a palace, they will fight. So the fight between them will be less if they are far apart. That is, fight means your force. So force between the charges are very less if they are far apart. That is, F is proportional to 1 by R square. R is the distance between charges Q1 and Q2. Then imagine that even you don't know someone, I taught one student like this, okay, you know how to get charges also, recollect. So I told her, you just remember Q1 has charges, many charges, not like us. They are in the palace, so they have many charges. So this law is concerned about charges. Again, Q1, one more point is in this concept. Q1 and Q2, imagine that these Qs are very strong and also powerful. So what will happen? They fight very highly. So F is proportional to Q1, Q2. F is proportional to 1 by R square. That is the force. Fight is a force here. So F you can make it as, that is the law. Q1, Q2, it is, means force is proportional to the magnitude, product of magnitude of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between. It is square. You understand that? So that point should be very clear to you. Whenever you recollect it in your brain, that is that way, that habit of understanding, you have to keep like this. Even I will say a little more about it. This force has a directional property. So imagine they ask you, what is the force acting on Q1? So you only think about Q1. Then check about the Q2. Is it same like these Qs have the same characters, like plus charges? Then this Q2 will come and hit Q1 so that it is going to away from the part. So Q1 only you think, because they are asking the question for Q1. Don't think about Q2. Q2 is coming and hitting it. So force is repulsing. But imagine that this Q1 is having one nature, Q2 has another nature, like plus and minus. The meaning is what? Opposite one. So everybody, we know that in our real life itself, opposite charges are attracting, opposite things are attracting. So this plus will, so we should mention about Q1. Don't go to Q2. So Q1 will just move towards Q2 because they like it. So that type of directional force. So that concept also will be very clear to you. Any numerical ask according to that equation, and also this directional property, you can clearly write the concept there. That is a way we have to make. We have to study that way. Make any method which is easy to you to make it, that means understand the concept thoroughly. Okay? You can use any technique also, many technique. You can teach. If a teacher is what, okay, they are learning before 1 hour before the student. Then only they can teach. You can also, like your younger ones, you can teach younger ones. Then you get their concept will be very clear to you. Another important point here is that recall. You have to test yourself regularly. Okay, you can write your own notes. Sometimes you get mistake. If you imagine that you are learning this Coulomb law, then again next day you just remember that you may mistake. Sometimes you write F is proportional to Q1 Q2 by R. Okay, no problem. You change it. That correction will make you. If you learn English words also like that, like I will give an example for tuition. I had that experience. So I'm saying T-U-T-I-O-N. I used right. Then I got a mistake. Okay, the teacher was very angry to me. She told T-U-I-T-I-O-N. Why you wrote this? Then she gave me a pitch. So I remember it well. So now I say, anyway, I never forget that T-U-I is there, I-T-I-O-N. So that way you have to make it, recall it. Okay? You can use flashcards also, quizzes, anything like this, to do this recalling. And another point is the one, that means there are 3 R's in psychology. 4th R also is there. That is registration, retention, recall. And again, we are having result. That is our application. We have to use. Imagine that whatever study, all these things to you according to your memory power and that standard only that we need in your daily life. Okay, so you have to apply this in real life. And also output, that is the output you are giving in the examination. Okay, so engage in discussion, project or practical things. Apply what you are learned in real life also. Real life, this force, that you can use in the real life also. Okay, don't think that it is only for just simply studying and getting marks. This applicable. If you practice like this, your life also will go according to that. Okay, all of you, is it clear? Let me go to the next point. Okay. Now I will just give some clip. This is a way the last up to the last part I told you how to study, how you are acquiring knowledge in your neocortex. Next one is some tips, managing your time and stress. First thing you have to remember that you have to engage in positive self-talk. That is very important. If you don't have self-respect, self-like, self-love, you never able to love others or respect others. Encourage and affirm yourself regularly that I can build, okay? So that you get a confidence level. You can increase your confidence and reduce the stress. If your confidence is high, your stress will be less. Okay, imagine that you wanted to give a speech. That time your confidence will go. So what you do? You should do. Okay, that point I will tell you afterwards. Next point is avoid your comparison. That means each and every human being, animal also different in this world. You look at there, you can see, they are passport and all, they take the thumb impression, sometimes eye part. Each and everybody in this universe is unique. So you cannot compare. You can compare yourself. Yesterday's part, am I better in this today's part? Like that, you can compare yourself, but never compare with others because everybody is different from others. So what she studies, she study too much in this part. You are saying, okay, oh, don't problem. I am not same like her. Like that, you have to think. Okay. Then your friendship. Next point is you should use respectable friendship, which enhance you. Some of the friends, they just make you deviate from your, everything. And then they have some bad habit like that. That also will come to you. Okay, sir. Anything is there? Let me continue. Okay, that is about friendship. Next point is you should take self-motivation because many of them, your friends, parents, teachers, everybody will give motivation, advisors, but nowadays, nobody need it. Self-motivation is the very important part. Find any way to motivate yourself. Such a small rewards you can give for achieving tasks. That means imagine that I did a good work. Sometimes exam you get a good marks. Even others will not appreciate you. So appreciate yourself. If you did a simple work also, imagine that in house and all you clean something. Okay, I clean. So you have to appreciate yourself. That will affect you too much. Next point is same way, avoid your procrastination. Okay, you are getting stressed because you are postponing things. When you wanted to study something, do the same way, but you postpone. That means you are not having any result. You get the stress for this. Next point is limit your input. That means in this world, everywhere you get knowledge, many places. So only you consider focus on few reliable sources for information. Imagine, I will just give you an example. A person has sugar complaint. When he goes to many doctors, one doctor he went, again he's going to another one like that. What is the use? He never able to give any medicine for, he cannot take, he will not take any medicine for his complaint, okay? So you have to, many sources are there. So only use reliable sources of information to avoid what here feeling overwhelmed. Everything together you cannot take. So only reliable one, maybe your class or your textbook or some computer information or like that. Then another point is compulsory you should say no. Okay, set boundaries to that and prioritize your time effectively by saying no to non-essential tasks. Okay, like this. Sometimes imagine that you plan to do something in your home or like studies, and your friend is calling, yeah, come fast. We can go to a cinema. Okay, see, he wanted to enjoy. So they will call you. But for him, it is enjoyment because he is free. You are not free. So you should tell no to that. That is a boundary for everything. It is not possible to you, or it is not concerned to you. Send no to that person. Next one is push through challenges. That is a very important part also. That means when you face with a difficult task like this, I will tell you, like, imagine that you wanted to talk something, okay, to go to a stage, you will be so I cannot do, many people are there, so that day you, any height stress or with the examination also, too much study like that stress. That day you can have some breathing exercise to reduce, okay, like this. And such a task, you push yourself to overcome. Something will pull you, they deviate you. Don't do, you cannot go, you cannot go. You are not up to that point. But you push yourself to overcome all this and build resilience in you. Okay, that is very important in this point to reduce your stress. Then practice some meditation. That meditation, I'm saying you that breathing exercise and all. You take breathe for 4 seconds, then can say keep it there for a second. Like this, do for a second, like that. Small step you can do. That is, or you can do some meditation also. It's very important for you. Very good for you. Not important, so good for you. Next one, you can maintain a healthy lifestyle. That means every time nowadays you can see, especially students, they are using junk food. You know what you are eating, it is going on and coming to the stomach and is filling into your stomach. So stomach has to do hard work, your organs, which are very important to you, okay, which will make you healthy. They have to do many hard work to make it digest and all, okay. So you do every time, okay, a proper nutrition food and adequate rest you need. We need rest and also proper sleep also. Then only you can get a healthy life and also a healthy mind and healthy body also. Okay, these are some of the stress, okay, we are having, how to manage, and from this itself you can make your time also, okay, to manage, because time is so valuable, we never get it back. It is very high price, it has a high price. If it is, this moment is gone, then you never get it back. So it will be past then, okay? Then we have only future. So that you should remember in your mind, okay? You have only 24, everybody has 24 hours. Those who achieved high things, they also have 24 hours. Those who achieved nothing, they also had 24 hours. Okay, let us go to the other part. Next one, what are the success strategies you do in the examination hall? Okay, this examination is your result thing, that is application level. Whatever input you take, what is the output you are getting? Many input knowledges and all you acquired, but they need output, which is point. Okay, first one you have to do in the examination hall, calm and quiet. Okay, then make read. Okay, don't go to other your friends and if you see for some friends are studying too much there, they are just say, okay, this I studied, that I studied, so you get worried. So before going itself, you just get away from this. You go directly to it. Okay, to examination hall. Read when this hall, you have to read the question paper thoroughly. Okay, take few minutes, because nowadays you have time also. Okay, this practice, this you do in your classes as well as in your term lead exam, then very easy for you to acquire marks in the board exam. That habit you make in yourself from the beginning itself. The next one, only tackle very easiest one for you. The first, put proper question number. That is only very important. Okay, then return to the more difficult one. So imagine that you wanted to get full mark, like that you don't go, because nothing is perfect. You cannot have perfect, because we are human beings, not angels. So imagine one tough question is there, they're stuck in that. Why you want to stuck it? Okay, you go to easiest one, then automatically the tough also you can solve it after solving this easiest one. Next point you have to remember is answer to the point. Many students I have seen that they will write many things. What is the use? 3-mark question, they are getting minimum 1/4 or half marks. There is no use for you are wasting your time. You are wasting the time for other question also. So don't do that. Keep your concise and relevant. Next point is draw diagram. Sometimes if I already explained about Coulomb's law. You can put here 2 charges and Q1, Q2 R. That is needed when they ask you there. So even when you are writing, you have some mistake, you can score mark for this. That is, if they ask you diagram compulsory, that you do, but even without diagram also you can make diagram. Then manage your time. Very important that some questions, some students will do what means they get 1 mark question first. It'll be very tough. So they take too much time spending for this 1 mark. What is the use? Then 5 marks, they will not get time. Whatever you spend time, this you are going to score only 1 mark in that. 5 marks means they make, some it needs time because we have to use some thinking capacity and writing capacity in that. So you need that you solve. Okay, first that you take more time for that. That way you have to manage time. Then maintain your habit. That means handwriting better, because imagine that you are the one correcting the paper. How you will feel? Okay, so anybody has any handwriting is not good, so it's not legible. You make it, now itself. Make your handwriting while writing is nothing is impossible. First, you remember that. Maybe your handwriting is bad. Don't worry. You make it good. Then only an examiner can clear easily. Okay, they can see it clear. Then only they can give marks also. Okay, because when we are having examination pattern always not multiple choice question. By seeing they are not seeing you, they are only seeing your answer sheet. That you have to remember. Okay, that way you make your handwriting do. And again, you can review your answer. That also you do. Some of the students are making mistake like that. I myself had the feeling that in 12th standard exam, one student, the examination is up to 12 o'clock. He finished in 10:30 itself. Really a good student, no? And he was just simply sitting like this. Then the sir asked you, even, okay, you revise it, okay, he didn't check at all the question paper. Actually, this question paper is very thin, so just stuck together. So he didn't see 3 mark question at all. And the he just simply sitting, the last one only, I think it is only half an hour. That is a brilliant student. Half an hour, he did the main question, like 3 marks, he didn't attempt at all. So look at that, how sad it is. Then he's the one to get full mark in physics, board exam 12th standard, but he scored, okay, anyway, because of him, he scored 82 marks. Because of that, otherwise other students will not score that much also. So you have to be, okay, use any remaining time to review your answer and check that I attempted all questions. You can attempt the easiest one, but put question that number, should be scared. Sometimes question paper you make tick like that. Some students used to do like that. Anyway, anything you do so that you can make it that all questions are addressed. These are the strategies in your examination hall. I think, okay, these all points you understood. Okay, thank you, all of you, for joining today's session. I'll just concisely give you, I hope you found our discussion on achieving academic success is valuable. Remember, success is about setting clear, specific goals and being consistent and persistent in your efforts. The key point in it is set a SMART goal: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Be consistent. Regular effort lead to progress and build good habits. Make positive habits easy to follow and minimize your distraction. Manage your time and stress. Again, every time use positive self-talk. Okay, if sometimes you get negative, but I to make it positive way. Avoid comparison and set boundaries. Prepare for exams smartly. Okay, smart way you have to prepare. Study effectively, practice regularly. Each new concept will strengthen your knowledge. That is the one you are doing. This is for acquiring knowledge you are studying. Remember, success is not free. It demands a price. That price, how you are giving, you are not giving with money. It is paid with hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Believe in yourself. Stay motivated and take consistent steps towards your goals. You all have high potential. First, you understand that to achieve great things. Okay? We like people are achieving things. Why can't we? You think about it. Okay? Thank you for your valuable time. I wish you all the best in your studies. Thank you, all of you. Love you all. Let us open the floor for any questions or discussions. You want to ask any questions regarding, because I myself only, our attention span is less, 10 minutes only. I did it for maybe 45 minutes, something like that. Anyway, any doubt is there, please ask. if it is to me can solve, I will solve it for you.
Is there
Thank
anybody
you.
who would like to ask Rehma teacher any doubts or
Mhm.
clarification in regards to the topic that has been presented? I believe nobody has responded, so that means like there is no questions to be asked. Anyway, Rehma teacher, this was a very informative and information-packed session. Thank you for your effort and presentation. It was time-bound, and we have finished within our scheduled time. Now, I invite Mr. Nishad, our admin manager, to provide a vote of thanks so that we can conclude this session.
അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും. കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
ഫോക്കസ് ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ കോബാർ ഡിവിഷൻ പുതിയ കമ്മിറ്റി വന്നതിന് ശേഷമുള്ള ആദ്യത്തെ പ്രോഗ്രാം ആയിരുന്നു ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ നടന്ന ക്ലാസ്. മാഷാ അല്ലാഹ്, വളരെ ഇൻഫോർമേറ്റീവ് ആയ ക്ലാസ് ആയിരുന്നു. അതുപോലെ ഇന്ന് ഈ ക്ലാസ് ശ്രവിച്ച സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് അവരുടെ തുടർ പഠനത്തിന് ഇത് ഉപകാരപ്പെടുമെന്ന് നല്ല പ്രതീക്ഷ ഉണ്ട്, ഇൻഷാ അല്ലാഹ്. ന്യൂ അക്കാഡമിക് ഇയർ ന്യൂ ഗോൾസ് എന്ന വിഷയത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ആഴത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു ഉൾക്കാഴ്ച നൽകുകയും വളരെ ഇൻഫോർമേറ്റീവായ ക്ലാസ് എടുത്ത റഹ്മ ടീച്ചർക്ക് ആദ്യമായി പ്രത്യേകം നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്താൻ ഞാൻ ഈ അവസരം ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നു. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഇന്ന് ഈ പരിപാടിക്ക് പങ്കെടുത്ത എല്ലാവർക്കും ഹൃദയത്തിന്റെ ഭാഷയിൽ നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു. ഈ പരിപാടി വിജയകരമാക്കാൻ ഇതിനു പിന്നിൽ പ്രവർത്തിച്ച ഓരോരുത്തരോടും പ്രത്യേകം നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു. നമുക്ക് ക്ലാസ് വൈൻഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യല്ലേ റിയാസ്?
അതെ, നമുക്ക് നമ്മളെ ഷെഡ്യൂൾ ടൈം 9:30 to 10:30 ആണ്. നമ്മളിപ്പം കറക്റ്റ് ടൈമിൽ തന്നെ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് ഫിനിഷ് ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്തെങ്കിലും അഡീഷണൽ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ റഹ്മ ടീച്ചറോട് ചോദിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ ഈ സെഷൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. അങ്ങനെ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒന്ന് ഹാൻഡ് റൈസ് ചെയ്യാം, അങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മൈക്ക് ഓഫ് ആക്കി ഡയറക്റ്റ് സംസാരിക്കാം. നോ വറീസ്.
ആർക്കും ഡൗട്ടൊന്നും ഇല്ല തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്.
എല്ലാവർക്കും എല്ലാം കൺസെപ്റ്റ് ക്ലിയർ ആയെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. എന്നിരുന്നാലും വളരെ ഇൻഫോർമേറ്റീവ് ആയ ഒരു സെഷൻ നടത്തി. അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് നമുക്ക് വൈൻഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യാം.
ഇൻഷാ അല്ലാഹ്. അപ്പൊ അധ്യക്ഷന്റെ സമ്മതത്തോടെ ഈ പരിപാടി പിരിച്ചുവിട്ടതായി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും വറഹ്മത്തുള്ളാഹി വബറകാതുഹു.
വലൈക്കും അസ്സലാം.